Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Let's try it again. Hello, 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 hello. I'm Latasha McDowell, your local real estate expert here in Tallahassee, Florida. How are you? Also known as your real estate coach. So it is Sunday, Sunday, fun day. How was y'all's weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? What we got going on? Anything we want to talk about? We want to chat about? Anything. Well, let me give y'all an update. So my sister COVID test came back and she was negative. Praise God. Her grandbaby is doing well. However, my nephew, who didn't go anywhere near the grandbaby, tested positive for COVID. However, we're pretty convinced it's a false positive due to the fact that he can still run a couple of miles every day. So we're pretty sure it was a false positive because he had just had his vaccination. And, you have to actually have the antibodies. So they actually have to give you the disease for you to develop the antibodies for it. So I'll keep you posted. First question. Hi, Clark. Or Klariski. I may be pronouncing that wrong. You take your exam on Thursday. Any tips? You're in Illinois. First thing is congratulations. Don't be nervous. You know what you know. Take your time. Go ahead. Don't spend a lot of time on a question that you may be wondering about. Go ahead. Oh, Clark Artistry. Okay, thank you. Do I see Clark Artistry? Okay, cool. And thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So don't overthink it. Do not overthink it at all. Okay? You know it. You got it. The best thing to do is to go ahead, answer the questions, work through it. You're given a certain amount of time. Oh, you're welcome, baby. Anytime. You're getting a certain amount of time. So take your time. Like, don't over process it. If you come to a question, you're like, wait a minute. So how many miles was in that? Wait, what's the prime meridian? Wait. Cool your britches. Cool your britches. Answer the questions, mark it to go back to go over it, because I'm pretty sure as you go through the testing, like I noticed, the answers to the previous questions is sometimes found in the questions after, because it kind of builds up. So just don't freak yourself out. Like when I took the test, I was completely nervous. I was freaking out like a little crackhead in that I had gone through withdrawal. I had just completely tore my nerves apart. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Don't overanalyze it. Don't just go and do it. And guess what? You're going to pass it. Right? You're going to be a real estate agent. You're going to pass it. I know some people who pass it the first time. If I follow a group that's called, what's the name of this group? Can't think of the name of the group. Give me a second. I'll think of the name of the group. And there are people on there who actually have taken the test 10 and 15 times. And those are the people that I actually love, because when they do pass the test, it's such a major celebration. I love the determination and all that. So, girl, you'll be good. So, it's your second time. I know you're tripping. I'm sure they gave you the scores from your points from the last time, and you knew what areas you needed improvement in, which is the areas you probably focused on more. Chabu, you got this, hands down. Hands down. When I went, I had done, one time I said I had to work myself up in a tizzy. I had to give myself a migraine. I was in there shaking. I had forgotten to eat. It was a mess. I was a mess. So that's all I got to say. Go in there, do you, be great, welcome to real estate. I mean, yes, you got it, Mom. You got it. You got it. You just gotta believe in you. I believe in you. You got it. Welcome to real estate. Okay, and if you're looking for a brokerage, I'm with KW, Keller Williams. I really love KW. KW fosters um, a family. Hey, Pilar. They foster a family atmosphere. The training is exceptional. They have so many tools there for you. I mean, not that I'm trying to get you to go with KW. I'm just telling you why I'm with KW. Because I first signed up with KW, then I left saying I was going to go to a smaller boutique brokerage to get more one-on-one attention. But I was right back at KW. Like everyone I've ever known that left KW pretty much went back to KW. You know, so they're a good place to plant your seeds and get the knowledge that you need. The things that they teach you is really invaluable. 11 years outdoor with zero income veterans and disability benefits are denied. I'm in New Mexico. Can you help? Help with what? Like from what aspect? If you're a vet and your disability was denied, that would be more the area that I can help with because I am a non-attorney rep. So that would be the area that I can help with more than anything, honestly. And finding out why you were denied, why you didn't meet the medical criteria and reviewing that with you, that honestly would be the best way for me to help. Using my skill set that I have there. I've helped many people with Social Security disability, with veterans disability. So that would be honestly the best way for me to help. And if you truly want help, go ahead and DM me and we will follow up. Oh, see, here's where you messed up, Poo-Poo. I offered you help for longevity. And you're asking me for gift cards in the motel room, and then you're trying to ask my followers, which I think you were here before. So you can either accept the help that will put you in long-term situation, or you could just fall back. One of the two. But here's the thing. All right, so now you're about to get blocked. Because here, we teach a man to fish. We don't give him a meal. In 30 days, what, babes? What's in 30 days? Like, I'm going to need you to remind me. I've had some rough couple of days. And if anybody knows me and they've been with me a while, you know I will help anyone, but I will teach you how to fish. I will not give you a fish and feed you for one day. I'll make sure you never go hungry. Hey, Pooh. How are you? How are you today? Thank you, babes. How are you? So, what's in 30 days? So, ¿qué pasa? How you been? So let me tell you guys about what I got going on. So it has nothing to do with real estate. And then, hey babe, I know you didn't move in this weekend because I didn't get no calls. But hey babe. So this is what I'm working on, bucket list. So how many of you guys have things that you've written down that you want to do that you have not accomplished? All right, just checking. I don't want you to end up in the emergency room with all of this COVID scares going on. I asked Pilar, what's in the 30 days? What's up in the 30 days? I do have a lot of things I want to do. And this damn COVID is working on my nerve. What's WSG? Hey, Mary. Y'all see my friend Mary here? Hey, Mary. Oh, so yesterday was my godmother's 80th birthday. And something unusual happened. So I walked in, being a clown that I'm always am. I tried making a scheduling appointment with you the other day and it was on 6. What happened? I still haven't changed the dollar thing I was supposed to change. So if you guys didn't make an appointment within like the last week when it's only been $1, what happened though? Oh, I'm 30 days in. Okay, so what's new? What you got going on? What's up? Got anything juicy? Hey, Jones. You come with the pressure. You walk in there with the pressure. Damn. I don't give a sis no break. Yes, I do. She sent me the list. Wait, where do I Jackie sent me the list. She did. Yeah, I know y'all always come with the pressure. Girl, look. Go ahead and do your closing. I'll come to the closing. I mean, just don't wait on look. Don't wait on me, okay? Just tell me when it is and I'll come up there. Like fur. But Jackie did okay, so Jackie sent me the list. This is the list that we're talking about. Let me see if I can pull it up. It was the list of grants, right? Thank you. So it was a list of grants. Jackie sent me the list of grants. So if y'all would go in my link tree and send me your email, whether you want it or not, you're about to get this list. Because anybody who's on my email list, y'all about to get this list, the list of grants. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go into the link and put your email address in there. And I'm just going to send out an email through constant contact of the list. Because she did send me the list. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that compliment. So Jackie did come through and she did send me the list. I just didn't post it on TikTok because, you know, it moves too fast and there'd be no way for y'all to like catch it. And even if she screenshot it, it would have been a little blurry. So she did send me the list of all the grants. She did. So if you send me your email, I will do just like a massive blast through constant contact and send everybody the list. She sure did. She came through. Jackie came through. So can y'all do that? Like anybody who wants the list, I'll give y'all to like midnight tonight. Because y'all normally out. So I'll give y'all to like midnight tonight. Go ahead and put your information in my link that says stay in contact or contact me, something like that. You a fan of Google Screened? I don't know what Google Screened is. Do it, yeah, you can do it on the TikTok app. That's fine. Because I could download. Hey, Pooh! So if you click the link in my bio, yeah, you can do it under the newsletter sign up. Thank you, baby. Do it under the newsletter sign up. Thank you. Look at you. Look at you being all helpful. Y'all see why I love y'all? How you doing, babe? Thank you for the review, Saving Sade. Your phone is about to die. If you don't go near a wall charger, thank you, baby. If you don't go near a wall charger and plug that damn phone up so you can send me your email so I can send you this list. Now you're the main one asking for the list of grants and you talking about your phone about to die? Thank you. So, you in your car. You ain't got a charger in your car. You ain't got a charger in your car. Send me your address too so I can mail you a damn charger. Tell me what kind of phone you got. It's so disrespectful. Okay. Hey, Renee. Thank you for joining the family. There's a link in my bio. You left. Thank you, baby. Oh, this TikTok made me buy this here. TikTok made me buy it. I'll link that video where TikTok made me buy it. But anyway, so Renee, this is what you do. There's a link in my bio. You can click on the one that says sign up for the newsletter. Send me your email address, and I'll send it. I'll send a list of the grants. I think it was like 20 different places where you can apply for grants, and it has the deadlines, the dates, and all that. I mean, it was a real nice list. It was a real nice list. Like, sis did a great job. You know, sis did a great job. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Sis did a real good job. In fact, I got to email her back too. You're welcome. So let me tell y'all, now I'm going to be shady McShading. So let me tell y'all what our sis Saving Sade did that y'all ain't do. But allegedly y'all love me. Allegedly. Somebody said hello. Who was it? Who said hello? Oh, you missed someone saying hello. I don't know, God, them things move fast. I don't know. Like, that little feed be jumping, so I don't know. Don't give me the line. So, let me tell y'all what she did. I'm looking for my little light plug. Hold on. Oh. Okay, here you go. Okay. So, let me tell y'all, you just signed. You better have for your battery dies. So let me tell y'all what she did that y'all haven't done. She wrote me a Google review. And she said I was kind and professional. Miss Allen did too. I don't want to cut my baby short. She did too. And gave me 5 stars. Her and Miss Allen. Y'all ain't did me none. Y'all ain't give me no stars. I'm just saying. I just sit here giving out information, researching stuff, working hard, not sleeping at night. Having to put the little stuff under my eyes to keep them from being puffy so y'all know I got bags. You know, I'm just saying. The people who really love me did it. Oh, you said tell you how? Oh, okay. So this is what she did. She used a Google link. So you can Google me, Latasha McDowell, and you can write a review. I ain't got no bags. Girl. First of all, you want to know why I got no bags? Do you want me to show you the secret to why I don't have no bags? Because I'll show you the secret. Y'all know I share. I ain't shame. Alright, be right back. See, you thought it was a joke. I'll be right back. Back. So, Any realtor that wants a phone call from buyers or seller. No tire kickers. Text. Uh, did you come on my page and advertise? I know you were not that disrespectful. Were you that disrespectful? I need to do another makeup tutorial. Okay, how about I'm gonna do one, but you know, it's Sunday, so I'm gonna let it ride. I ain't even got the energy for it. Y'all, I don't know who that is, and at your own risk. But anywho, so this is the two things, right? What's happening with what? I don't know what's going on with him. So I'm gonna do one, but I'm gonna do it on YouTube so that way I can take my time and not have to speed it up, if that makes sense. So for the bags under my eyes, when I wake up looking like, girl, if he had motivated sellers, he wouldn't have to ride somebody else's TikTok. I'm a realtor. You think I wouldn't be on game with somebody? I'm just saying. Okay, so this is what I use for the bag. So when I wake up and I have puffy underneath my eyes, I take a little dab. A little dab. Boom. Preparation H. A smidget. Rub out. And to keep lines from creasing under there. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. People are people, and I don't expect them to be anything less. Yep. Not like a whole smidge, like literally like. That's a tip. You see how you don't see nothing hardly on it? Dig it. Rub it out. You know, away. Okay. I typically don't fall asleep like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm always up reading, working on stuff. Because at night when everybody's like asleep, I can work fast because I don't have any interruptions. And like the Walmart Absolute Care Retinol Eye Cream, I use this every morning. It's probably like $4 or $5. Not $4 or $5, $4 or $5. But yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something. I used to wear like we got a whole makeup. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have any issue at all with anyone. The crazy part about it is, I would appreciate it like if I knew what more. You're welcome, baby. If I knew what more people did, because the whole point of this is to share. So like, if you had a product that you wanted me to talk about or try or experience, just send it to me. Send it to me. If you have stuff that, cause Diva Blonde, stuff that she wants me to get out to get her name out, I do giveaways, right? So that way, you know, your product is getting in real people's hands, and then they could do a review, and next thing you know, you damn Rihanna, a billionaire. We're meant to help each other. Like, I mean, yes, and being so generous with my platform. Yes, I've been burned, but one bad apple doesn't spoil the bunch. So I want to know what y'all do. Like, I'd be curious. Like, I found out one of our family members, which I need to check on, and I'm thinking about it. Like, one lady, she has she makes custom t-shirts, and she does balloon decors. I was like, what? That's amazing. One lady, so you do clothing? So, okay, yeah, I know you do clothing. But you can send me like pictures. You got your pictures taken. Send me the pictures. Hey, no, hey, you beautiful. Thank you. Y'all know I've been cutting up since I got that new eye palette. Y'all see it? I've been cutting up. You trying to sell edible drawers and toys? See, I don't have a problem with that. Like I see a whole, oh, you're just playing. I want to say, you got me messed up. I used to take burlesque and stripping classes, and it takes a lot of power to be able to climb on a pole. I notice I say used to because I bust my ass, so I don't do it no more. Anyway, moving on. So, any questions about real estate? Any questions about real estate? But if you did sell that, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like, I really wouldn't. I'd be sitting here talking about some, ooh, it tastes like strawberry. You trying to start a mobile home park? You're a makeup artist and hairstylist. Love this eye secret you just shared. Yeah. Okay, Pooh. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna get to the trailer park. I mean, why I said trailer park, mobile home park. I'm gonna get that in a second. Okay, so, the person who taught me how to correctly apply my makeup, her name. There's two. They're sisters. They're my best friend's little sisters. She one travels with different organizations like different fashion houses in Paris and Rome and all that, and Milan and stuff. Um, Her name is Fatima Isadore. She has a YouTube channel, Fatima Isadore. And the other one, you can ask your question, baby. And the other one is Sade Isadore, Isdore. They're both of those are the ones who educated me on placement, because they used to fuss at me all the time about having just a flat face and no contour and all that stuff. So, but that's what they do. Fatima Isadore and Sade Isadore. Now back to the person who is trying to start a mobile home park. I think that's an amazing idea. Number one, let me say that. Amazing, 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 amazing. But you really don't need a lot of land to start. You can start off with just an acre and get that set up. But I think that's an amazing idea, and I wish you the best of luck. I think that is just with the housing crisis that we have now, especially here in Tallahassee, where there are a lot of people who are looking for rentals because we're experiencing where the city is turning down a lot of public housing. So they're giving out vouchers, and these people have nowhere to stay. Plus, we have students, and we have like 2.5 major universities here, so we really have a housing crisis right now. And I think if someone had a viable solution like a mobile home park, they would do amazingly well here. So, can I purchase a multi-unit with NACA as primary residence still out? Yes, you can purchase up to 4 units with NACA. You can purchase up to 4 units. But I absolutely love that mobile home idea. I love it. I do. The time frame is really going to depend upon you. And I say that because although they don't look at your credit score, they look at your payment history and your rental history and your ability to save. So you can't have anything past due within the last 24 months. If you do, you're going to have to wait a year from the last time that last thing was past due, or if it was charged off or late. But if in the event that you do have that situation, remember now that's time to kick in the tools that I taught you about disputes and things of that nature. I'm assuming you're saying, how do I get into luxury real estate as a new agent? You promote yourself in that business. You link yourself with a mentor that's in that line of business, and you make sure you cater to that clientele. And here's the thing that all businesses need to understand, right? Regardless of who complains about your price, that means that they just can't afford you, which means that that's not the client you want anyway. I know that sounds harsh, but what I've noticed is that especially with people of color, we expect other people of color to give us a discount as if our product is less value. Hey, Bori. Hey, babe. As if our product is of a lesser value, or yeah, of a lesser value or of lesser quality or something. So they always request, not everybody, but 95.5% of the time, they're going to expect some kind of discount, or they're going to expect you to do it for them for free, or they want you to understand their situation because they feel like, you grew up in the same situation. Your time that you put into your product or your education or your skills are not as valued as a person that's not of color. So, I don't care if you're not getting any sales. The person whom can afford you will arrive. Okay? They will arrive. And I'm telling you this from experience. Like, as you guys know, a lot of things I give away free, a lot of time I give away free. But when I demand to get paid for my time, people have a problem with that. People have a real problem with that. With as much as I do and as much as I give, people have a real problem with that. And do I have any associates in Chicago? Yes, I do. And you can DM me and I will link you up. But people have a real problem with that. And the people who will not support you the most will be, the hookup mentality, will not be your family or your friends. Don't expect that off bat. I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't expect that, because people tend to feel like, who are you to feel like you can do better than this station? Right? When we're all on the same level, it's all good. But when you start to elevate, you'll notice not everyone can rise with you. And also when you start to elevate, you'll have people who are there as onlookers. Like the TikTok I did, the switch, the duet with the guy. Like when he said, people say, my little business. Who am I little in comparison to them? Because if I'm comparing myself to Johnson & Johnson, yeah, I am little. But if I'm comparing myself to you, who ain't got nothing, bitch, I'm a boss. I'm just saying, that's my speech. So I'm going to go back to this question. Someone says, I own a piece of land free and clear, and you want to use your VA loan to build a home for Airbnb business. Okay, here's going to be the issue. First of all, it's a marvelous idea. I love the whole idea of having Airbnbs and having that passive income coming in, which really isn't passive, because having to be Airbnb can be a lot of work. But anywho, the issue is that when we're talking about VA, USDA, NACA, and FHA, there's a time frame that you actually have to reside on the property as your primary residence. So if you're going to be using that loan type to build a multi-unit, which you can purchase up to 4 units, that would be ideal. But if you're thinking about having it as, something that you can build as a standalone and just Airbnb now, that won't work, or that loan type won't work for you, because there is a residency restriction. Using rental properties for Airbnbs, you can use a rental property for an Airbnb. But here's the thing. You have to be open, and you have to make sure that you read the lease, because some lease specifically state that you can only have guests for like a certain amount of time throughout the duration. I missed yours. I'm sorry. I see when you said that part. But you have to check the lease. Okay, I see it now. You have to check the lease to see if, how long you're able to have guests. Like, that's a big part of it too, right? Kind of like here in Tallahassee, we have a separate law set up that's for rentals, because we have so many college students that there's a restriction on how long you can actually have guests. And the same thing happens in communities like in the villages, where there's like an older population. They have rules that are built into their lease, and even in some of their homes in their communities, where people can only stay like overnight, 2 days max, because they want to keep the environment a certain type of way. So the question is, are there any programs for money to get to purchase the land for a mobile home? Honestly, I do not know, but what I would say in particular situation, because I know your situation intimately, I would say we would have to try to Google for some type of grants that would assist in your kind of situation that may offer, and when I say grants, I mean outside down payment assistance and stuff like that, meaning like an actual grant that could possibly give you the funding that you need to build the accommodations that you need to support your family, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to get too detailed to put your business in the street, but that I mean, it may or may not be out there. I don't know, but I would say we would need to look into it to find out, because if that does exist, and it may not exist like with the Small Business Association, but it may exist with other organizations that may do something like that, like Habitat for Humanities and things of that nature. So I would say this is when Google becomes your best friend to see. And then if it's something where you do need to have a grant written, you could possibly hire like someone who's in college that writes grants, or you could possibly even use the freelancing service, which is Fervor, to have them write, grants, do the grant writing for you. And I believe the SBA has a program that they offer that helps with grant writing assistance. I hope that answered your question. Do you have to disclose when you're leasing that you intend to use it for an Airbnb? It's highly recommended that you do so. And that's just, I'm going to tell you for your situation, as a realtor, as a future real estate agent, as a realtor, yes. You don't want anything to happen that could appear or could possibly misconstrue as something unethical, because we're held to a higher standard. You say you just happen to be a grant writer, or you just need to just happen to DM me your information. You signed up for NAMCA. Should you attend a NAMCA seminar if you have active collections? Yes, you should. And I'm going to tell you why. You don't want that extra time to, while you're disputing things, to be wasted. You always want to be active, right? So go ahead, start the process, right? I'm just saying that you won't get approved, meaning you won't get the loan, because the loan is actually processed through Bank of America and Citibank. But in the in between time, while you're working on these other things, you're still working on your credit. And if you need help with working on your credit and getting collections removed and getting issues resolved, there's a link in my bio that says credit repair, to go ahead and hit it, and we can work together with my organization to get you where you need to be. Okay. But don't let that stop you. By all means, no. We have the Fair Credit Reporting Act has many laws and rules and regulation that actually works for the consumer that can get you in a better place. The only thing is that most people don't know about it, right? Because bad news spreads faster. So, like, it's just the way life is. But if you're looking for someone to give you a life jacket or throw out a life preserver, go ahead and hit that link in the bio, and we will work together to get you where you need to be. Hey babe, how are you? You're welcome anytime. Hola. So, what else? Okay, again, if you want to write me a review because I'm fucking amazing, Google Latasha McDowell and write a review. Don't make me be sleazy. Actually, I think I put a link in my bio. I think I did. I was like trying to solicit unsolicited. You know, everybody needs to hear some good news. I want to hear good news about me. Sometimes I be sad. I like to read good stuff too about me. I want to be uplifted too. I want to be told it's going to be okay. I want to know about if my body crazy that somebody is telling me it's going to be all right. I'm just saying. I want somebody to love on me too. Good evening. Do we have any updates? Question mark. Says go Cats. You're beautiful inside now. Thank you. I'm a person. We like to hear good. I like to hear good news too. I like to thank people. Okay, finish. But anywho, do y'all have any other questions? Also, I've been working on my website. Go take a look. Give me some feedback, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Sometimes, people don't want to tell you the truth. So feel free to tell me the truth so I can know what I need to work on and improve. Like, for real. Okay? So go take a look and be honest. If you like it, you don't like it. If there's something out there that you think that it needs, that I'm lacking, tell me. The only way I'm going to grow is if I know. I got tough skin. I can handle it. I can handle it. So, LatashaMcDowell.com. I keep telling you I'm not that creative. I'm really not. So, LatashaMcDowell.com. I'm really very thin, though. Oh, I'll check. Thank you. What's unaware? Oh, someone said to send me an email a while ago. Damn, I didn't know. That's funny. Huh. That's funny. Because they asked me to text them when I sent them an email, but they sent me an email and didn't text me. Huh. It's funny how that works. So, what else y'all got going on? Any other questions? Queries, comments, concerns? Anything? Anything? Anybody? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? So did anybody do their NECA training yesterday? Is there a fee for credit consultation with me? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. You ready to start? I'm sorry. How was my day? My day was amazing, actually. I'm tired as hell. Something wrong?
Nah, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Where can you get some? Oh, I think I answered that. I was saying I don't know. You'd have to see if you qualify for any grants. You ready to start building youth again? Oh, you said my how to do it. Thank you. Actually, I got this. TikTok made me do it, and I twisted up today. I got tired of it always falling in my face. So, thank you. Okay, wasn't sure if you were talking. Oh yeah, I was talking to you, baby. Do I think a buyer's market will last? We're actually in the seller's market right now. Do you mean, do I think a seller's market will last? Sorry, y'all. Um, you should still say. Do I think the buyer's market will last? I'm sorry, y'all. I started working because I've been waiting all day to hear back on the offer, and that's why I was like a little tick, 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 tick. Creating an addendum now will be over shortly. Thank you and have a good one. I'll text you when I send it. So should I say to book for my but gorgeous child boo? You went through all I've been through to turn looking like this and go right ahead. You're gonna schedule one? Okay. So okay. Do I think a buyer market will last? Do I think a seller's market will last? No. Do I know how long it's gonna? Do I know how soon it's going to terminate? No, I don't know how soon it's going to terminate. What I do think is that when things does settle down, it won't just straight go to a buyer's market. I think it'll go back to being normal because here's the issue. One of the reasons why everything is out of control and crazy is because before the pandemic even hit, we were already in a housing crisis. We already had too many buyers and not enough sellers, right? That was already the problem. Then it got exasperated when the pandemic hit, and then the government, with their wonderfully generous little selves, decided to offer low interest rates, right, to keep the economy afloat. So that made more people who never even considered buying a home to consider buying a home. So that flooded the market even more with more buyers, right? So we already had more buyers than sellers. Now we have double and triple that amount, which made it a seller's market because you had more people out there looking than you've ever had before. So that's what caused that conundrum right there. So that's what happened with that. But do I think it's going to go back to just like a normal market? No. What I think is going to happen is, like I said, it's going to just level itself out. Now keep in mind that a lot of people was expecting for there to be this major change once people started, going into foreclosure because of the extension expiring and all things of that nature. Do I think that banks is going to allow that to happen where they're going to have another situation like 2008? Absolutely not. That's why they changed so much and became so much stringent on the credit criteria during the pandemic, because they learned in 2008 that let's not make this mistake again, right? So even though most government-backed programs only require for you to have a credit score of 580, most banks are looking for it to be 620 and 640, and they're looking for your payment history is scrutinizing that more, and they're also scrutinizing your income more. Like my buyers, their lenders pretty much run them through the gauntlet, making sure every T is crossed, every I is dotted. There is no more, oh, I know what they were talking about, or oh, I know what they were inferring. No, they're not taking any of that risk anymore. That's not happening at all anymore. They want documentation. If your grandma auntie said that she gave you some money, they're gonna want proof that grandma auntie gave you that money. And I don't mean they're gonna be like, okay, well just have her send me a letter. No, they're gonna ask for to see what banking account it came out of on her side and have it validated by her bank, because they don't want anything, improper or nefarious going on. So do I think that there's going to be this big dramatic market crash like, people are predicting because of what happened in 2008? No, I disagree. Because when you look at the reasoning as to why we are having the market that we're having, it isn't because of, just the pandemic. We were already in a situation whereas we had more buyers than sellers. It was just amplified by the fact that the pandemic hit, and that, the banks, or I'm sorry, not the bank, the Federal Reserve dramatically cut the interest rate, right? And whether y'all realize it or not, the government had already planned to pass 9 laws to make it easier for people to get into homes. And just the student loan changes, I think it's like number 5 of the 9. So there's more that's coming. There are other things that were done to help make it easier for people to become homeowners. And everybody's talking about, the money that they said that, Biden promised us. Please keep in mind this as well, that although yes, he did say we were going to get that, okay, and it still has to be passed and everything of that nature. I want you to realize how much dollars we have floating out there already that's for first-time home buyers. Now, the program in which they're contemplating or mulling around, it's going to be much more restrictive than what we currently have now, right? So when you read it, you'll see that, you have to be a first-generation homeowner, only people who they feel like are disenfranchised. I don't know why my screen keeps going off. I don't know either. Or it's for people, who are disenfranchised and things of that nature. So it's going to be much more restrictive. Whereas now, with the down payment assistance programs and the first-time home buyers programs, it's not as restrictive. I mean, there are restrictions. Don't misunderstand. But it's not as restrictive, if that makes sense. So that's what I got to say on that. Oh, that was so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was so sweet of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was so absolutely sweet. Very, very nice. Now, if you want to be great, you can go ahead and Google me and you can make that a Google review. Actually, y'all, as much as y'all may see Bori and I go back and forth on here, I really love our relationship that we're developing because, she gives me a hard time, but she's really a sweetie beatie. And I think she gives me a hard time because she's super sarcastic like I am. So, which is why we get along so wonderfully. So, I just wanted to say that, she's a little cuddle bunny. She is. I was just saying. Now we'll apply for us homeowners buying a second home. Will be paid in cash. We paid in cash in 2004. You're talking about the money that he's talking about passing? Honestly, I don't recall reading anything about that. Yeah, it's the Pisces in us. But I'm not going to say 100% for sure. I would say I would have to investigate it more because I don't know. I just remember distinctively reading about and looking up the first time home buyers part of it, And that's because so many of them ask me, to be honest. But like, I don't know. I don't know. But here's the best part, the second part. I don't know, but I can find out. I don't like just saying I don't know without at least trying to find out. So I don't know, but I can find out. This is line. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. But, and you know, now we're thinking about, now I'm talking about that and I'm thinking, I understand that a lot of incentives are made for first-time home buyers, but I kind of feel like, why aren't a lot made for second-time home buyers? Like, but I think, or I should say, like, if you're purchasing for investment property, I think that some lenience should be granted, like some help should be given. 23. That's what I think. Because it is a frequently asked question. And I do think that when you are purchasing a second home, you are contributing a lot to the economy, especially if you're purchasing income property. You're making housing, most people I talk to, they're trying to make affordable housing, right? So I do think that something should be, I mean, it's just my opinion, kind of survey, but I do think that there should be some type of plan out there. I do. Maybe it's just me, but I do. What do y'all think? Well, you say you should. I think so. I think, like, I can see if you're just going by you know, a vacation home, well, that's something different. But if you're doing something like, you know, buying a second home, especially if you're doing something wonderful like getting a second home to establish affordable housing, like with the mobile homes, I think you should have all the help in the freaking world to do that. Um, I think they should be throwing money at you to do that. But, you know, that's my that's my thought. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just me. I think they should help them out in those kind of situations too. You want to invest in a duplex, turn it into a subsidized home to get government grant. See what I'm saying? I think that's amazing, right? But let's talk about this. If you're a first time home buyer, you can purchase up to 4 units, and you can stay in one and rent out the other three. But if you are a business and you're purchasing as a business, well, USDA, you can purchase up to 5. You can purchase starting at 5 units or more. And if you are a nonprofit, I believe you will put 3% down, And if you are for profit, then I think it'll be 10%, I think. So yeah, look into that, the USDA loan. And remember when you're purchasing with hey lady. Okay, so I got an email requesting for more time because she was unable to get in touch with the seller since the seller is traveling. So can we give her till Tuesday about 12? I mean, I just want to give her enough cushion. More than likely we'll probably hear back tomorrow, but just to give her that way we don't have to keep changing it. So I'm going to text you when I send out the addendum, okay? Which will be in a minute. Thank you, ma'am. Hello. Hi, Donata. How are you? What's Tuesday's date? Thank you, baby. So TikTok made me do it. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this for a second. What's the call was about? Okay, so I put an offer on the house, and the seller is traveling right now. So the agent hasn't been able to get in touch with the seller. So before they make a decision, she's asking for more time to get in touch with the seller. So that's what that was about. I was talking to my buyer, getting permission to extend the time frame for a response. So right now, thank you, baby. So first you got to be nosy to ask me what it was, and then I just want to make the response time later, though. I feel like the response time was later than what. And then today, I think the response time was tomorrow, though. But I'm about to make sure in a sec. But anywho, don't y'all like it when y'all catch me? Oh, you like the eyeshadows? Thank you so much. It's Juvia's Place. I got a new. I pressed the wrong button. I got a new palette from Juvia's Place, and I've been playing with the color combination since. So yeah, I like Juvia's Place because they're heavily pigmented. And you know when you have melon, deep melon in the skin, you need colors that's gonna really pop. Yeah, it's Juvia's Place. Like I logged all the way out of DocuSign. Let me tell you something. And if you're a realtor, go ahead, or aspiring to be a realtor, go ahead and take all of the techie classes, right? Because nothing is cooler when you're like with your client and they're asking you questions and you have everything right there, like instead of passing. I mean, you can give them paper and you can give them a little packet because you want them to have the comps and all that. But to have that readily available on your mobile device, like your tablet, and you just like that with your pen, you look super cute and super professional and just super on it. Or like if they said they want to write the contract right then, because you know in this market you got to get it done fast. So you're able to write the contract right there with your mobile device without having to pull out your laptop. But boom, I got my tablet or my iPad right here. Let me go and do this, and you can go ahead and sign a DocuSign. Bing, bang, boom. I already got all of your docs. I mean, you just already well put together and flawless, and then your instruments and the things that you're using is it's 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 the look, right? So what happens when you handle things efficiently and professionally? Then you have a repeat client, and that client becomes your walking billboard. And that's true for any business, honestly. I'm just saying. I say all the techie classes. Like, make sure that you're up on technology. Like, because I have the pleasure of being the realtor's realtor. So some of my clients are actually real estate agents themselves. And I remember not too long ago, we were looking at a house, a realtor, and she was like, "Oh, well, email me when you get home after you finish writing up the contract." I was like, "Finish writing up the contract?" I pulled out my iPad, had my little Apple pencil, and was like, "Sign right here, right here." And she was like, "Catch up, boo. Don't get left behind." I'm telling you. hmm Like, you want to be the master of your craft. Like they say, practice your craft, master your craft. You want to be the master of your craft. IGS. You don't be out there fumbling around, with paper. No. Mm-mm. You want to be fluent in your ease. You know? Fake it till you make it. You want to look like you know what you're doing. You might be clueless, but don't look clueless. You can put on a PC. I just use my iPad because it's easier for me and the unlimited data. So it's just easier for me to be like, okay, sitting right there, got it in my hand. I can tap, 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 because everything is kind of almost pre-populated, and just plug in the numbers, because everything that when it's online like that, it pretty much auto calculates for me, and I'm good to go. And all I gotta do is just load it into DocuSign, tell them to go ahead and sign it. Bam, it's gone. It's out. So that's what I like about it. I use most of my stuff is KW stuff, so I use DocuSign for my contracts. I use Form Simplicity, which houses all of our contracts. I have my own CRM that I created. And for those who don't know what a CRM is, that's your database where you keep all your clients and kind of tracks your clients and let you know. KW has one, but I use my own to track my clients so I can know what's going on with my clients and who I need to contact with, who I have on a what we call, what's the name for it? Campaigns. So I have some clients that I set up on certain emails that maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks they get an email saying, okay, well, this is what you need to work on your credit. Be consciously aware of this. If you're looking to buy a home, these are the things that you need to be looking for. That's constantly giving them information. And I also have like my newsletter that I send out that talks about credit tips. Pretty much everything that I talk about on TikTok is just in a written form. Um, so it's a lot of different things that I use. I love Constant Contact. Uh, on my website, people can go and sign up, and that way I'm able to send them information. And I also have my retargeting campaign, whereas the people that I've talked to in the past, the way it's connected with my CRM, it reminds me to follow up with this person. So, okay, you haven't talked to this person in 30 days. You need, and these were the assignments that you gave them. You need to follow up with them to make sure they did A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. Um, so a multi different things that I use that make things easier for me. A lot of things are automated, and then there's some things that's not automated. Like I really should automate my TikTok stuff and my Instagram stuff, and I don't. I like doing that like the regular good old fashioned way that I do, because I enjoy it. But other stuff, some things are very automated, but I'm really hands on because I feel like it's better if I do it myself, because the system doesn't have that same touch style panache that I would have myself, if that makes any sense. But I don't know, it might sound cray-cray, but that's just the way I am. And I know I make more work for myself, but I like knowing that I was involved in this process. If that makes any sense at all. Alright guys, so let me go get to work. And again, if you want that list of grants, go ahead, sign up for it in my email, the link in my bio. It says sign up for the I can't think of nothing now, I'm tired. Basically, send me your email. It says sign up for my newsletter. Send me your email through there. Oh, you're very welcome. And that way I have your email and I can send you all the grants information. If you're wanting to sign up for my YouTube, the link is in the bio. If you're needing help with the credit, you can have a one-on-one appointment with me, and the link is in my bio as well. Yeah, I'm on it late and I'm tired. I'm fading. Hold on, y'all. I know my son should be asleep and I should have the remote control for his television. See how what he do when I get caught into doing stuff? Terrence? I appreciate you too. Junior? This is why I only had one kid. Oh, here I go. His bedtime is 8:30. Here I go. For real? Here I go parenting. Parenting. That's what I'm doing here. It's so hard. Parenting. Yeah, there you go. Auntie. I'm just parenting. Y'all be here when y'all want to get up in the morning to go to school. That be me in here with the fight. That struggle be real. So somebody say I hope this is the right spot to ask for the grants. It's not, but I got you. So alright, ladies and gentlemen, as always, a pleasure. Okay, in my bio there's a link that says to, wait, you want to subscribe? Okay, so which one? If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, if you want to subscribe here, you have to click and follow. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube, I have a link in my bio for that. I have a link in my bio for to sign up for, it's going to say the newsletter, or it'll say let's keep in touch. You can send me your email there. You can text me your email. My phone number is area code 850-212-6097. It's on every TikTok I've ever created. So, the newsletter, yeah, the link is in my bio. So I want to send out everybody the grant. You said, girl, subscribe to them all. You're welcome, baby. I got you. All right, my loves. Well, I will see you all tomorrow for our regular scheduled time for us to have class. As always, please make sure you have pen and paper available. Oh, this is a story I started telling y'all earlier. I completely forgot. Okay, so I was at my godmother's birthday party yesterday. She turned 80. Love this woman with every bit of my being. And so when I walked in, I was talking and acting an ass clown, of course. And the lady, she said, "What's your name?" Right? So I was like, "Latasha." And she was like, "No, what's your whole name?" I was like, "Latasha McDowell." And she was like, "I follow you on TikTok." I was like, "Oh." You a shady bitch. So she was like, "I follow you on TikTok." And it was so funny because so she, of course, we're sitting there and she starts to ask me a question. And y'all know I'm a smart ass, right? I was like, "So you're going to take this opportunity while we at my godmother's birthday party and celebrating her 80th birthday to ask me some questions about real estate?" And she was like, "I knew you was going to say that because you it wouldn't be right if you didn't say something slick." I was like, "I'm glad you know, but I'm going to answer your questions anyway." So it was cute how we met and she knew who I was. And guess what else, y'all? We cousins. So, we cousins. She was like, "I tell everybody to go follow you." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. It's so super." I thought that was super, super nice. And we're cousins. So, I met one of my cousins who follow me on TikTok. So, I actually have family out here. I thought that was cute. Cute. So, if y'all see Bori's smart ass question about what happened with my girlfriend, if you guys missed the Real Talk episode on Friday, where I thought that was super cool, because I was like, it kind of caught me off guard. Like, let me tell you what catches me off guard. That caught me off guard, and when people, like, if I schedule an appointment with somebody and they're local, and then when we meet, they be like, "I can't believe we're meeting." And so I'm smart ass. I'd be like, "No, I can't believe we're meeting either." He said, "Don't let her fool you. It's the eyes for me." See, you're such a smart. Okay, so let me tell y'all what this little smart ass boy is talking about. So if you missed the episode, okay, my sister talked about how she got exposed to COVID because of her not so intelligent grandchild's mother. And my situation that I talked about was how I was being friends to someone and turned out that they had a crush on me. So what had happened was I was the last person to catch on, as usual. So my sister and my friend had to tell me that the lady had a crush on me. So anyway, so what Smarty Pants was talking about, asking me how that developed. Well, here you go, Smarty Pants. Here's the update. So on Saturday, either Saturday or Friday? I think it was Friday night. She texted me, or Friday afternoon sometime, and yeah, it was a lady. Yeah, okay, let's move on. So she texted me, and she texted me, and she had asked me for dinner, right? Which I had plans. I wasn't just blowing her off. I actually had plans, right? So we couldn't go to dinner. So then she asked me for breakfast on I can't look at the screen because y'all making me laugh with y'all responses. She asked me for breakfast, and I was like, no, I have plans, blah 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 blah. So a friend of mine whom you guys have seen on my TikToks, he's my general contractor. The lady is his niece. So he had a conversation with her about that. She was making me uncomfortable with different statements or what have you. And so, like, texting me to ask me out to eat just made me feel more uncomfortable. Because I'm like, okay, cool. We can. I really like her as a friend. Don't get me wrong. Like, her personality, we actually get along. She's a bit of a smart ass like I am. Very, very intelligent, very business minded. And we can still be great friends. But I need you to respect my boundaries, right? And it's not so much like whether it was a female or a male, I still need you to respect my boundaries. So if I make a statement and I'm telling you that I'm uncomfortable, I need you to respect that. That's what my issue is. Like, honestly, y'all, I think she's cool people. Like, I really do. We do laugh, we talk, we hang out, we have common interests. We both like the whole makeup thing. We're both on our business game. We bounce ideas off each other and all that great stuff. But I got the no button, yes. But if you can't, I don't know, she might be. I know she's on my IG. She could be on my TikTok. But I mean, it's not anything I haven't said. You know what I mean? And it's not nothing that I'm not gonna speak it negatively, and I'll repeat it again. Like, I do think that she is a beautiful person. She has a little girl who is about the same age as Junior. She's a little older. Absolutely adore her daughter. Like, I absolutely adore her daughter. Like, I love the little girl to pieces. Which is another reason why I feel kind of bad, because I feel bad, like, because it's uncomfortable for me. So your child, who I have a vested interest in, who I really actually genuinely like a lot, like my little niece, if you can't respect my space, then I can't be around you, which means I can't be around her. I'm just saying. That means hubby is going on every outing. Yeah, it does. Cause, like, I'm telling y'all, I don't really, like, pay attention to, like, a lot of stuff, intentionally and unintentionally, because it just be like, why we just can't all get along? Yeah, I think she likes both sexes. Like, and here's another thing. Here's what I was thinking. I was also thinking that maybe she's just one of those people whom does not know how to express their feelings and think it may have to be sexual without just, some people who feel like sex is the only way, or that type of relationship may be the only way that they can express themselves. So I was wondering if that was it. Maybe she could go, Bori. See, you about to get me banned from TikTok. That's why I wasn't looking up, because you're smart ass. Like, to me, if a person is on both sides of the fence, to me, I just think that you're greedy. Personally, I just think that you're greedy and that you just want affection from anywhere you can get it. Girl, ain't nobody about you. Y'all, I tell y'all, I don't like Bori. She makes my ass itch. She gonna get me banned from TikTok. If I get banned from TikTok for foul language, please, I want y'all to beehive her, okay? Cause it's gonna be all her fault. See, she think it's funny. I'm telling you, y'all better beehive. If I get banned, y'all better beehive the daylights out of her. Y'all better call her at work. Y'all better call everybody. I'll give her no peace. Well, I do. I do think Kim. I do think that it's greedy because. Okay, Listen to my mental health logic here. Like my brother say, feel me where I'm at. Yeah, they better beehive you if I get banned. Okay, so feel me where I'm at. That's what my brother always says. Feel me where I'm at. So, here's my thing. I don't think it's okay. So look. Okay, let me. Okay, feel me where I'm at. Some people didn't get a lot of affection growing up, and it didn't get a lot of attention growing up, so they don't know where to get it or how to go about getting that love and getting that attention, right? And the only way that they've learned that their love language becomes sexual, right? And because the only way that they've been given affection is sexually. What? I'm not talking about people who know what their preference is. I'm talking about the people who greedy, who want both. Were you listening or you were just too busy typing smart comments? Anyway. But that's my thought. Like, cause like I have people that I know that was never told that somebody loved them before. That was never hugged before, or their parents were, just not affectionate and cold. So when they do find someone or they do find affection, that's the way that they internalize it. At least in my mind, that's what I believe. And I've had other, like, again, I'm about to tell y'all, don't judge me. Okay, so I've had a friend whom was homosexual, and I had no idea. Like, we were friends for a good, 4 years, and I had no idea. And the reason why was because whenever, I would talk about whoever I'm dating, they would refer to their significant other as them, him. They would use pronouns. So I never caught on. And then when we were in the setting where it would be I never did one who did the double dating kind of thing. So it would be group settings. So they would show up with their friend, and their friend would be a guy. So I never knew. So one day that person had to actually sit me down and was like, look, what I want you to know is I'm homosexual and I like females. Now, y'all haven't known me a long time, but I went to an all-girl school, and I was educated by nuns and priests. So all I knew And mind you, yes, I grew up in the heart of New Orleans, and I should have known better, but my parents did a great job at sequestering me from a lot of things. All I knew was people who were homosexual were going to go to hell, right? Because that's what Catholicism teaches you. So when she told me, I was like 22, 23, I think. And I cried my eyes out like a newborn. And all I kept saying was, friend, I love you and I don't want you to go to hell. Right? Because that's all I knew. So that's how I felt. And so that's how I rationalize things, if that makes any sense to you. Like, I grew up in a place where things were very out there, but I wasn't out there, so I didn't know. And I'm still learning today. So, like this whole incident with her feeling the way that she felt, or she feels, it totally threw me for a loop. Like, it did. That's why I'm like, right? But other than that, I think she's a really cool person, and I really do. No, I don't judge. I don't judge anybody. That's Jesus' job. And I don't sit in any position to judge anybody, baby. None. Okay. I said no position to judge anyone. That's what Jesus to do. And when he does it, he does a fantastic job. So, yeah. Yeah. She was gay all the while. And when I tell y'all, I had no idea. Like, I mean, I had no idea. We used to go on trips. She has a little, well, the girl's grown now. We would go on trips, and we would go shopping. We worked together. We were like right foot, left foot. No idea. No idea. None. But at the time, I reacted with what I knew. And my reaction was, I love my friend. I didn't want her to go to hell. Right? And when I tell y'all, we like carpooled. Like now in hindsight, when I think about all the time, as much time as we spent together, y'all, I was completely freaking oblivious. Like, I had no idea. None. None whatsoever. And we're still friends today, by the way. We're still friends. She's one of my best friends. When I did my vow renewal, my husband flew her in and surprised me. And she brought me, I think I had like 2 dozen of white roses. And when I walked down the aisle and I saw her at the end of the aisle as one of the people presenting me with gifts, I cried again like a newborn baby. So, as you get to know me and my strangeness and my limited exposure to the world, you'll kind of wonder how I survived all these years. Gotta love me. And since you love me, you're going to go to Google me and you're going to write a review. That's how the kids come in, because they're pretending for everyone. I guess so. I guess you know what? Maybe. Either they're pretending for everyone, or they haven't accepted themselves. And they haven't accepted themselves based upon everyone else that's around them, if that makes sense. Right? Because if you think about it, a lot of kids go to school and study stuff they have no passion for at all, right? Oh, you know, two people who do that. We often do stuff to appease other people, but mm, my whole thing is that I just want you to be happy. Like, what happens between you and Jesus is between you and Jesus. So I just want you to be happy. So I got a question. No disrespect anyway. Okay, go ahead. Ask your question. Oh, I forget there's a delay. Sorry. Um, One went so far as to marry someone, and it came too much, so they came out. Oh, yeah. So if your son decided to be gay, would you accept it? Of course, he's my child. Of course, he's my child. And as my child, we've had. Okay, let me tell you something about me. Another thing, in my family, my side of the family, my parents. Where's my parents? I'm say my mama. My mama talked to us about sex, right? Now, she didn't talk about homosexuality, but she talked to us about sex and being protected and making good decisions. My daddy would just say, take your pills between your knees. And for the longest, my dumb ass couldn't figure it out. But my mom was pretty open, right? So, about sex. So, when it came down to talking about sex with Junior, I was about that life. I was like, all right, let's talk about it, right? And I firmly let him know that I will always love him, no matter what. I will always love him. I will always support him. If he decided, after 2 kids and the wife was devastated, she felt tricked. I can understand how she felt that way because he lied to her, and not only did he lie to her, he lied to himself, which is an even bigger problem. But no, I told Junior straight up, I will love you regardless. Regardless. Right? If you decide that you like boys, let's go shopping. If you decide that you like girls, let's go shopping. I'm not gonna love him any less, but it'll be important to me, regardless of what his orientation is, that he keep his relationship with God. So that's between him and God, but I will love him regardless. He's still my gift. He was still given to me, and I shall not return him void. That's just it. So I don't have an issue with it. Right. It's an issue with him and God, not me. I did my part. So, and another thing that I always tell Junior, you guys, is that Tasha, what? Sweet. That's what I said, yeah. The thing about that is, whether it's thank you, baby. But trust me, there's 2 sides to this coin. But this is the thing. Regardless of your sexual orientation, pursuing your dreams, being in relationships, whether they're healthy or unhealthy, working at jobs, whether it's, mental trauma or not, to thy own self, always be true. There is no other poignant words I can think of. Just be safe is all you say, yeah. Be true to yourself, regardless. If you are going to a job and you literally freaking dread getting out of the bed to go to this job, I know it may sound easy, but don't go. When I got to the point where I was getting physically ill and having migraines, waking up with migraines, and it was a thought of going to this job, I didn't care if I had to flip a damn burger at McDonald's and hum in peace. I was leaving that mug. I had to be true to myself and my own happiness. My last job that I left in April, dealing with Social Security and disability for a hospital, I stood there as long as I stood there, even though I was doing my real estate. I stood there as long as I stood there because I was telling myself that I was helping people by doing their Social Security, disability, and Medicaid for them, right? And my employer knew my heart and knew I wasn't going to leave because they knew that I was the only person whom had the gift that I had, or I should say have. So I stood there, but I had to be true to myself. I was miserable. Miserable. Yeah, people will care about what people will think, and they don't live life in their truth. Yeah. When I tell you I was going to work every day miserable, even though what I was doing was having a major impact and changing the dynamics of people's lives. But guess what? Being a realtor, I have a major impact, and I'm still changing the dynamics of people's lives. Right? I said this 1,000 times. When I first started this whole journey this year in 2021, I said all I wanted to do was to help 40 people. But God let me be greater than that. Hold on, y'all. I didn't know if you fall asleep, but I sent it. Yeah, I sent it. You're welcome. But it was really important to me that I had to be true to myself, right? So being in real estate, I get to help people. And selling houses is great. Letting people get the keys to their house is great. But the best part of being a realtor for me and being a real estate coach is teaching people that they can become a homeowner, right? Lifting the veil is the best part of me. Oh, thank you, baby. Billionaire, speak that into the universe. Billionaire, we all gonna be billionaires. Speak it, boo. Where you been? I ain't seen you in a few days. You alright? You okay? I ain't seen you in a few days. I have been kind of off course, but I ain't seen you in a few days. But I had some paper. You been busy with the kids? Okay. I hope so, y'all. Y'all, if I become a billionaire, y'all can hold me to this. And there's no COVID. I was gonna say we're gonna go on a yacht, but how about we'll rent a private island? We could be outside and ball till we fall. How about that? You know, Flamingo Island, the roof, but that sound girl. That sound good. Girl, that sound good. That sounds good. Grace, you missed a whole conversation. You know, we gets off from real estate, but yeah, being a realtor, the best part is teaching people about their credit. Like, two, you and your family need to do a TikTok challenge, the Warrior Challenge. We should. I love that. I love that. I think I duetted it with somebody. The first person I saw do it. I loved it. Um, I love that Warrior Challenge. I love it. I do. Somebody did it with their grandmother. I saw that today. That lady did it with her grandmother, and it was super cute. Yeah, I'm gonna take the mic off. But yeah, I love that challenge. I think it's amazing. I love that challenge. It's one of my favorites, actually, out of all the challenges I've seen done. But I think with the TikTok, the two of the greatest TikToks I would say that I have done thus far, in my opinion, is one, the NACA, of course, because apparently nobody knew about that. And the other one was teaching people how to quickly boost their credit score. I would say that's the two most challenging one. The girl did it with her two sons, and she made it into the shade room. She did? That's what's up. I'm gonna have to go look that up. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I'm so glad she made. Cause these people making it. And hey, fam. Well, what's her name? Wait, write that down. All right, I'm gonna look it up. How long would it take for a bill to be put up, please? Since now we're not okay, so this is a double-edged question. Or should probably on TMZ. That's cool. I would typically say about from like foundation to staging. I would typically say about anywhere from 6 to 8 months, and the only reason why I'm pushing it. Oh, you're welcome, girl. If you love me so much, you can go Google me and then write a review. Okay, like fur. Anyway, so I would say 6 to 7 months. Right? You gotta send me her page. Thank you. Well, 6 to 8 months. And here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that with caution, and I'm gonna say that with caution because now we have the Delta variant. Now we have the Delta variant, and now we have the Delta variant plus. In the beginning of the year, end of last year, because of COVID, we were having a lot of issues with getting supplies, right? And the cost of lumber had gone up significantly. So hopefully, with this new increase in the growth of COVID, hopefully it won't slow up the construction as it did before. Hopefully. But I would say standard time about 6 to 8 months. I have one client that because of COVID, it's taken almost a year, but that was a custom built home. It wasn't like what do they call it? It wasn't a track home. The lumber actually went down, and it's been going down. The cost of lumber went down, and it's been going down. The issues that a lot of my builders been having issue with is steel, and getting their trusses built. And here's why they're having a problem with steel. Because of steel is actually cheaper to get than wood and more plentiful, and it actually is, stronger in building your home, but it's hard to find contractors who are accustomed with working with steel to build residential properties. It's like it's cheaper, but then the labor costs you more. So when you're getting a tract home, and a tract home is just like a home that's, basically already set up, not prefabricated, but it's the same floor print that most people are using in a neighborhood. Like, how we got this neighborhood too, looks like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Like my neighborhood looks like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. It's because a lot of homes back here are tract homes, meaning like there are the same footprint, the same floor plan, but something might be different, like the garage on the left versus the right, or this one might have a porch when that one don't. Little subtle nuances are different. Those houses take less time to build because usually builders have a lot of those supplies on hand in warehouses. But when you're having a custom built home, it does take longer. Do I have anybody with a private jet? If I had somebody with a private jet, child, I would not be sitting right here. I would be in Greece. You said NPR, we still bricks, what's in the blocks? Yeah, there are houses here in Tallahassee that are still built with blocks, but that makes it more durable during hurricanes. Child, if I knew somebody with a jet, y'all be seeing me doing TikTok, walk on a jet, walk like a model, with IG model, whatever they be doing. That'd be me. Walking with a waddle. I've been waiting to go outside and go back to Jamaica now because of the dang on COVID acting up again. I might not be able to go. You think I got friends with some dollars? If they got me and sharing them with me. You your Jamaican wife. Usually, like when they have new developments, they do get sold out pretty quickly. But call the development or the agent on duty. Excuse me, and ask them if they can let you know if there's like a wait list. Cause the thing about life, yeah, we got to get some A&F friends. But if they're not real friends, I don't want to be friends. I don't want no fake friends. Like, I don't have any open spots either. All my slots for friendships for 2021 are full. Now, at the end of the year, we'll have some vacancies, but right now I'm pretty full. The people who I do have on my team, boy, you don't get out of my face. I'm so sick of you. Go read a book, okay? That's what you go do. Go read a book. It makes sense. That makes sense. Millionaires are not sharing nothing but advice these days. That makes sense, Hope. Thank ya. Like, they can share that advice. I'll take that advice because you know what? Success leaves breadcrumbs. So if you're giving me the advice, I'm good with that. Thank you. Thank you. When you marry a man with 9 kids, you know, you tend to get some bling. Yeah, you heard me. I said 9. 9. I ain't stutter. 9. There's some benefits, you know. But you want to know the truth? I like this one. But actually, including Junior, we have 10. But this is actually my favorite ring that my husband's giving me. I don't know if you guys can see it because of the... But the more simpler one is my favorite one. Actually, I have 10 kids with Junior. Now, I didn't physically have 9 kids. I physically had 1. But I have 9 bonus. Thank you. Yeah, this is my favorite. This one I got at our anniversary. I renewed our vows. God, I wish I would have 9 kids. Y'all see the one I got drive me crazy. I damn sure couldn't handle 9. So your mama had 13. Who adorable? Junior, you want them? Your mama had 13. You know, they don't build them like they used to. Like, I'm gonna tell you the God's honest truth. Nobody asked me how I felt about women's movement. Nobody asked me. I would have been okay being at home, being a housewife. Nobody asked me. Nobody asked me how I felt about that. I play damsel in distress real good. Nobody asked me. Sorry it's taking so long. I'm waiting for signatures. The buyer works at the jail, so he doesn't always have access to information. And all that did not get recorded. Sorry it's taking so long. The buyer works at the jail, so he does not have access to a lot of information, but they do want to move forward and is willing to wait for the seller. So, y'all, I know how master is talking and texting. I used to know how to do that about a week ago, but Junior taught me. I married a man with 10, but they all grown and gone. Love them to pieces. Oops, 34 and 35 years old. 34 and 35. Yeah, that's why Sade, I was selfish for just having one child. Do you do your own eyes? Yes, I do. Let me show y'all the palette that I use for these eyes. BRB. I'm back. Totally nothing to do with real estate. If you just popped on thinking that we're talking about real estate, we kind of got way off subject. And now we're talking about my eyeshadow. Okay. So this is the palette I have. You just started at 59 using makeup? Okay. So this is the palette I have. This is by Juvia's Place. I really love Juvia's Place's this is the Zulu. They're heavily pigmented, and since you know I have so much melon, I need something that's going to really pop. See how brilliant these colors are? So the base right here is the yellow, and I smooshed in a little orange in the corners. hit it with some green. Yeah. So 40, yeah. So this is the palette, and I also, these are the violets. These are the smaller ones. Don't judge it because it's sturdy. As you can see, I use it a lot, but I really love this shade of purple for the shimmer. And sometimes which is why I lined my lips in the like a purplish liner, and then I put it right in the middle. You don't feel comfortable with makeup? It is normal. You have to sit and play. Like, you have to play with it. And then this is the berries. Now, out of the berries, this one is my favorite. It really pops with my complexion. You like pencil and lipstick? I'm not a big fan of lipstick. Yeah, this one is the berry. I get the mini palettes too, because they're good to throw in a purse. You know, when your makeup starts to fade, you gotta refresh. So yeah, these were the palettes I used today. You have to practice. Like YouTube. I'm saying, like, I hate combing hair, but YouTube, I will do YouTube helped me a lot. Like, I absolute the foundation and press powder makes you nervous. Oh, let's talk about the foundation. BRB. It's a drugstore. I used to pay a lot for Rihanna's Fenty, but then YouTube taught me this. Be right back. Damn. All right, y'all. My husband unbusted us. Okay, so last thing. The Fit Me foundation by Maybelline. This is the foundation. You can get it at Walmart for $5. The Fit Me. I get the matte one. I'm a $3.70 and a $3.75. I mix those two. And for my powder, it's the Chestnut by Benai. I ordered from Amazon. $5. You was wondering what he was? He just kicked us off of here. So, all right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. So I'll do a whole YouTube on the makeup. I'll do that tomorrow while I'm putting on makeup. Alright, love y'all. Make sure to send me your email if you want the grant list by signing up on the newsletters. Love y'all. Bye. Click the link in the bio. Clinique. Girl, at the drugstore.